Sarah,
Yes.
your perspective on this topic. Would you like to share a bit?
Sure. I even did my own little exercise before this. I made my own list of B's, do's, and haves.
Great.
It's so huge that the taking action portion of it, acting on, first deciding, like you said, and I know we're repeating ourselves a lot here, but that's so important for getting it in our brains. Deciding the kind of person you want to be, like envisioning yourself in 5-10 years, who is the person I'm destined to be. And then, as you said, Ryan, acting on that, and to do that effectively, making a schedule, getting accountability. But there's this awesome book, and I know, for anyone watching this, maybe you have school, I'm sure you have a lot of books to read already, but there's this book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. And it talks about to achieve a goal, you have to give your brain evidence that you are that kind of person. So, for example, what Christian said about the guy who's coaching Grant. If Grant wants to be a disciplined young person, you can't just, it's more than just affirmations. I'm disciplined. Like, that's great to say, but what is one thing I can do every day that a disciplined person would do? Make your bed. I am 27 years old and I'm going on year 1 of making my bed every day. It's taken me this long, but that is the first thing I do every day, is give my brain evidence that I am a disciplined person. Also, because I'm doing it when no one's holding me accountable to it, actually, although you can get an accountability partner. But that's just, giving your brain evidence that you are that kind of person is going to train you to do what you need to be the kind of person that you want to be. So
I love it. That's such a good quote. Can you say it one more time? Giving your brain evidence. What was the rest of it?
Yeah. Giving your brain evidence that you are the kind of person who does what they need to do to be who they need to be. It's kind of long, but you can fill in the blank. One more example, that like a really common one, people are like, oh, I want to get in shape. I want to be healthy. Like, that's huge and important. So, committing to drinking a full big bottle of water every day. That's one thing. Or actually, just a really quick story that James Clear gave in his book. There's this guy who was significantly overweight. I see you, Ben, with your water bottle. Look at you.
You're not drinking water right now as you're saying this. Keep going.
Yeah, me too.
Water.
Mine's bigger, so I win.
It's the most hydrated group on the internet right now.
But he gave this example of this guy who he was like 100 pounds overweight. It was really tough for him to think, all right, I want to get in shape. And he committed to just going to the gym for 5 minutes a day. And you might think, well, that's not going to do anything. But the first thing he needed to do was just convince himself that he's the kind of person who goes to the gym. He just needed to become the kind of person who goes to the gym. And then after getting that in his brain for a few weeks, he starts staying there longer, and just because he already showed up, but just the habit of putting your shoes on, going there and coming back is just the most important thing. And you can build on that. So anyway, what I really want anyone to take away, whoever's listening, is that when it comes to setting goals, we can set these big goals. We can be so excited about them, which is awesome. But I think our biggest goal should be little bite-sized things like that. Going to the gym for 5 minutes a day, drinking a bottle of water every day, because then you're like, wow, I'm being successful at this. And then you can add on more.
No, it's so great. And then when you do that, you just get momentum for yourself too, because you have this constant sense of accomplishment because you're always achieving something that you said you were going to do.